Welcome to Bethlehem Institute of Engineering. Bethlehem Institute of Engineering is affiliated to Anna University, Chennai and approved by AICTE, New Delhi. This institution was established in the year 2008.
Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about introduction to OOAD with OO Basic. In software development, it's dynamic and always undergoing major change. So we all know about software. In the software development process consists of set of activities like analysis, design, implementation, testing and maintenance. We all are known about the software. So this software development process is nothing but it consists of set of activities. What are the activities? Like analysis. What is analysis? Analysis is nothing but understanding the concept and finding the problem and displaying the concept for finding the solution. And it has consists of design. What is meant by design? Design means understanding and defining the software solution. So once again I am telling, a software development process consists of set of activities like analysis, design, implementation, testing and maintenance. So in our subject we are just going to concentration about analysis and design. And mainly the object-oriented system development methods differ from traditional software methods. So again, object-oriented system development process methods differ from traditional software methods. What is traditional software development method? That traditional software is a collection of programs. Collection of programs means we are always writing some programs. In C program we are using algorithm plus data structure, which means program and data. This is our traditional software development process. But nowadays the object-oriented system development focuses on objects. So here object is playing the main role. What is called object? Object is data plus function. Object is equal to data plus function. In traditional approach, algorithm plus data structure is a program in C. But nowadays we are using object. Object is equal to data plus function. Got it? So we are nowadays choosing, we all are known about C++, Java. These are all the languages are based on the object-oriented concept. So here we are using data and functions. So what is called object? This is the main thing. Object is nothing but, object is a combination of data and the function. Object is combination of data and the function, which means logic that represents some real world entity. So in one word, object is nothing but, object is a real world entity. So what is data? So data is nothing but, it represents attributes of an object. So if suppose student is an object, so what are the attributes student has? A student has their name, age, sex, female or male, and then marks. These are all the data from the, getting from the object name is student. Okay. Next, we are concentrating the function. Function is nothing but method, or we are saying like a logic. So logic represents function or operation or method of an object. Okay, this is we are going to discuss. So again I am telling analysis. Analysis is nothing but understanding and finding the concept, the problem. We are going to find the solution. Okay, design is nothing but understanding and designing software solution. Please note the difference of analysis and design. Analysis mainly concentrates on the problem and design is mainly concentrates on the solution. Okay. Next, OOAD is nothing but analysis is object oriented and design is object oriented. Okay. We are going to the next slide. Okay. What is OOAD? Okay, OOAD is nothing but, already I said, object-oriented analysis and design. Analysis is nothing but, analysis can be defined as an investigation of the problem and requirements rather than a solution. Already I said, the analysis mainly concentrates on the problem. Okay, that is the analysis. So that which means understanding, finding and describing the concept in the problem or for the problem. So analysis means do the right thing. Analysis means do the right thing. If example, if an ATM system is to be designed, we have to analyze what are its functions and not how it will be used. Okay, analysis means the question what? Do the right thing. For example, if an ATM system is to be designed, we are going to design. So we have to analyze this analysis. What are its functions and not how it will be used. This is the analysis part. Next, we are moving to object-oriented design. What is called design? Design is nothing but do the thing right. Analysis means do the right thing. Design means do the thing right. Which means in case of ATM system, already I said design is only concentrated on the solution. Okay, understanding and defining the software solution. Design means in case of ATM system, for the identified object, write the attributes and the method. In our analysis type, we only concentrate the problem. But in our design means we are concentrating the solution of that problem. So OOAD can be defined as a process of defining the software objects and identifying how they collaborate to fulfill the requirements. This is object-oriented design. So object-oriented design can be defined as a process of defining the software objects and identifying how they collaborate to fulfill the requirements. Next slide. Example. The key steps in the analysis and design include. So there are 4 key steps for analysis and design. First one is we are going to discuss in later. Define use cases, define domain model, define interaction diagrams, define design class diagrams. These are all the steps in OOAD. What are the steps in OOAD? Define use cases, define domain model, define interaction diagrams and define design class diagrams. Here, define use cases and define domain model belongs to object-oriented analysis part. So here, define use first 2 steps is define use cases and define domain model. It belongs to analysis part, and the other define interaction diagram and define design class diagram belongs to object-oriented design part. Okay, that is on to the next slide. So this is the diagram for the steps in OOAD. So define use cases and define domain model belongs to analysis part, and the design interaction diagram and the design class diagram belongs to design part. Okay, and so see the diagram. It's a partial domain model. First define use cases. Play a dice game. Player, you see the player 1 has to roll 2 dice. Player has to roll 2 dice. System presents result. If the total is 7, player wins. Otherwise, he loses. Next, he identifies objects, attributes and their associations. Here some of the objects. In domain model, we are going to, in first define use cases, we are just going to write a short written story. So we are writing story like that. Player has to roll 2 dice. System presents result. If the total is 7, they win. Otherwise, they lose. Okay. In second step, we are using define domain model. So in define domain model, identify the objects, their attributes and their function. So here what are all the objects? Here some objects are player, die and dice. Here 3 objects is here. One is player and another one is die and another one is dice game. Okay. So this is the domain, define domain model. So already I said define use cases and define domain model belongs to object oriented analysis part. Here just we are with the analysis part. Next we are going to see about the design part. Design part we are using 2 steps. Define interaction diagram and design class diagram. Here see the interaction diagram. This is so the collaboration between objects using the sequence diagram. See the collaboration. So dice game. Here is the player. Player is hiding. So here is the player. Player play the dice game. So here dice game. This dice game is they roll the die and then they get the value. If the value is 7, he wins. Otherwise, roll the second person. Roll the second. He gets another value. This is the interaction diagram. Okay, got it? This interaction diagram means nothing but it is a sequence diagram. It shows the collaboration between objects. Okay. Okay, next is this is the basic object oriented analysis and class vision. Okay, this is our first topic. Next, we are moving to next. So what is called Scrum? Scrum is nothing but it can be called as daily meeting procedures in which there will be discussion about the work on that day will be held in a common project room called war room. W-A-R, war room. So what is next Scrum? Scrum is nothing but it can be called as a daily meeting process. Already I said the unified process is nothing but it is a iterative process. It is a continuous process. It is repeating the process. So Scrum is nothing but it is a daily meeting practice and discuss about the work. From what is called Scrum? Scrum is nothing but it can be called as daily meeting practice. There will be discussion about the work. It is called war room. Okay. Next, UP phases. So, in unified process has some 4 major phases. Unified process has 4 major phases. They are inception, elaboration, construction, and transition. What are the 4 major UP phases? Inception, elaboration, construction and transition. So inception. Inception is nothing but it identify the vision, business case, scope, log estimation. So inception is nothing but identify the vision. What is called a vision? Vision is nothing but the future goal. What we are going to what will be. So see the future. Identify vision means see the future. This is called vision. So next, business case, scope, and VOG estimation. VOG estimation is nothing but it is a rough estimation. So inception is nothing but it is investigation feasibility phase where enough investigation is done to support a decision to continue or stop. So we are going to just do the rough estimate, put the rough estimation for the project. Okay. So first step is inception. So inception is nothing but investigation. So we are continue the whether it is continue or stop. We are decided on that inception stage. So this is the inception. Next, elaboration. So in elaboration phase where the core architecture is iteratively implemented. So here we are find out the risks, and this elaboration includes refined vision, iterative implementation of the core architecture, resolution of high risk, identification of most requirements and scope, then more realistic estimate. So, see the difference between the inception and elaboration. Inception, we are putting the VOG estimation, but in our elaboration, we put the exact estimation and what are all the risks we are going to meet in this project, and we find the vision. So these are the activities. So elaboration is a very important phase in the QP phase. So inception only has a rough estimation and rough vision, and their approximation vision, VOG estimation, that only. But in elaboration phase, we are going to the real project. So we need the accurate data for the project. Next, construction. So construction involves some iterative implementation of the remaining lower risk and easier elements and preparation for deployment. Here construction is nothing but we are going to implement the project. We are going to execute the project. Okay. So deployment means deployment is nothing but it is the implementation of the project. So already in our elaboration phase, we defined what all the risks is going to meet, and then what is our vision, what is the realistic estimate. We are known about the data. So we can easily construct the project. Construct the project means we can remove the risk and implement the project. So next, transition. Transition is nothing but beta test and deployment. So listen, inception is not a requirement phase. It is a feasibility phase where enough investigation done to support a decision to continue or stop. This is the inception phase. But in the elaboration phase, the core architecture is iteratively implemented and high risk issues and migrated. So this is the elaboration. At the end of an iteration, some significant decision or evaluation we made. Okay. Then there will be a minor release at the end of each iteration. In the last iteration, the final product will be released. This is our topic, today's topic. Students, again I am telling the full concept of what OOAD. So object oriented, we have learned about object oriented analysis and design. Object oriented analysis and design means object is nothing but object is a real world entity which means combination of data and method. So data is nothing but to represent the attribute of an object. Method is nothing but it's the operations of an object. So what is object oriented analysis? Analysis is nothing but it is an investigation of the problem and requirements rather than the solution. Only investigate the problem, and then it means do the right thing. But in our object-oriented design, we are concentrating the solution. It will fulfill the requirements. It will do the thing right. So this is our object-oriented analysis analysis. And here the some steps in OOAD. Some steps in OOAD are we have 4 steps. The first one is design use cases, and then design the domain model, and then design interaction diagrams, and then design class diagram. So first 2 belongs to the object-oriented analysis part, and another 2 belongs to the object-oriented design part. So first of all, what is design use cases? Design use cases is nothing but it is a typical interaction between a user and a computer system. So it is a short written story. What is design domain model? Domain model is nothing but it is identifying the concept between objects and their attributes and their associations. And design interaction diagram. What is interaction diagram? So interaction diagram is nothing but it is the interaction collaboration using the sequence diagram. So it is shows the flow of messages between the objects. Okay. Design class diagram. Design class diagram is a static view of classes. It has 3 compartments. The first compartment represents the object, and the second compartment represents the attributes, and third compartment represents the method. These are all the steps. Next we are read about Unicode process. So Unicode process is nothing but Unicode process is iterative software development for building object-oriented software systems. So why we are going to Unicode process? Because it is an iterative process, and it will provide how to do the iterative software process, and it is flexible to open anywhere, anytime, any platform, and it includes some simple practices from the iterative method. So this method is called Scrum. Scrum is nothing but Scrum is a daily meeting process and discuss about the work what we had today. That is called Scrum, and another name of Scrum is War Room. So here they are using some phases of Unicode process. So here 4 major phases of Unicode process. The first one is inception, and another one is elaboration, and the third one is construction, and the fourth one is transition. So first one is inception. Inception is nothing but it is not a requirement test. It is a feasibility test. Enough investigation done to support a decision to continue or stop. This is the inception phase. And the elaboration phase is nothing but it is the accurate data. We have the accurate data because the core architecture is iterative, implemented, and high risk issues are migrated. And then the third one is construction. Construction is nothing but it is iterative implementation, and it is preparation for deployment. We are going to execute the project on this step. And then we are moving to the transition. Transition means the minor release at the end of each iteration. So the final product will be released. This is our first basic concept of OOAD. Thank you, students. Thank you.